Brother, I'm going to drive my car in my neighbor's house. I'm not going to lie to you. All right. Like, I'm freaking out over here. They take pictures and they create, oh my God. Oh my God. And they can fucking emote. I'm all over the place. I don't even know how to speak. I don't even know how to fucking speak. Hold on. Because, like, wait. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with this guy. The future is not triangles. This is crazy. I'm 9 months late. I'm like a year late to this. I had no clue something like this was fucking going on. I'm sorry I'm all over the fucking place. But like, I was watching my game from scratch guy. And he was talking about gaussian splatting coming to Godot. I'm like, what the fuck is that? And they take a picture and they atomize it into a bunch of particles, like point cloud particles, in a 3D space. Just from like one, two, three pictures, you can get all the angles you need. And because they're particles, you can move them around. How do I explain this? How do I explain this? I'm going through a bunch of different brushes right now to like try to like get the idea of a particle point cloud, but I can't find the right brush. This basically what's fucking going on here is that, let me go back to my normal brush. This stuff here, this is just one particle. That's one particle in space, and it has an X, Y, and Z coordinate. Can't see the Z coordinate. And you can move it around. And because the entire face, the entire model isn't triangles, the entire model is just particles, you can move these particles. Oh my God, can it do hollow? Like, is there a hollow cavity inside these? I'm not prepared. I'm not prepared. Like, dude, this is beyond crazy. Holy shit, which one do I go to? Okay, so remember, like, all these are generated just from like a bunch of pictures. None of these are 3D environments. None of them are. Every single last one of these is just a bunch of pictures, like a lot of pictures. You think Google Maps, but then, oh my God. Oh my fucking God. Oh my God. I was just talking shit. I was just shit talking Google Gemini the other day. This is an AI. Um, not in the way that like it's been marketed. Gaussian splatting is it's just like normal traditional mapping techniques. Um, bro. And these are all particles. Every single last one of these little fucking particles, super very small particle in an XYZ space. Oh my fucking God. Dude. Dog, this shit is so fucking sick, man. The nerve on these people, the nerve they have. Oh my God, yeah. Well, actually, is it? Okay, this is my original question, right? Does it have like transparency? I don't think it does. I don't think you can create holes. This is just a bunch of black particles. Yeah, and I think you can see it like here. It's just a bunch of black particles that like contribute into making it look 3D. Like this is on a different level than normal maps. Fuck, this is different than PBR workflow. Completely different. Holy shit, this is completely fucking different, bro. And of course, listen. Obviously, it looks dog shit. Like this all of this looks bad. If you're talking about like the quality of it, but from afar, you can't fucking tell. If they didn't let me walk around this environment, like, what do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? The only reason why this is blurry and that's not is because they didn't take a lot of pictures of this. There's not enough data to create a solid image, and so the point cloud is like spreading out what I assume to be in a distributive manner. It's just calculating a bunch of averages and saying, all right, I guess we go here. I'm guessing. But like the closer you get to it, it's obvious like they didn't take any macro photography. Like this is just some guy on his fucking phone. Take this picture, that picture, that picture. Or maybe it's just you know how in like Google Maps they have this. So Google uses these fucking cars with like this ball camera on top, and it takes a 360-degree photo of the area it is and where it's driving like every like couple seconds, and that's how they're able to get like such a good street cam footage. And the places where this car is not allowed to drive, there is no street view. Like this is a very crucial part of the workflow. I'm almost positive they just did that here. That's probably what this is. Oh my God, dude. And the place where it doesn't know, it just kind of guesses. Like, it probably doesn't know this is a doorknob. What angle did it get this from? Anywhere where there was no photographer to take the picture, it's doing some super guessing. And I'm wondering if this is where AI would be useful. Would AI be good at filling in the details that the point cloud just couldn't match? Oh my God, man. I can't get over this. It has collisions and everything. It has collisions and everything. I'm stepping up onto the bush and I'm stepping down. I feel like God came down from on high. He touched my forehead and he said, "Be ready for my arrival, worm." Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. This is some crazy shit going on here. No? Like, obviously, nobody took a picture of this. Nobody took a picture of this part. And so it just looks like bleh. I think what gets me the most isn't even like that part. It's like it's this thing where they're fucking moving the faces just from a few pictures, and it goes with any style. It doesn't have to be like, oh my god, am I crazy or is this fucking massive? Is this huge? It goes with any style. It doesn't have to be realistic. It doesn't have to be like photos. It doesn't have to be this. You could wait, hold on. Where am I going with this? What am I saying? You can model a 3D. What am I saying? What am I saying right now? Oh my god. Like, if you made a 3D environment, but then applied that 3D environment with all of its accuracy with point clouds, couldn't you make the most dynamic 3D environment possible? Like previously, whenever you wanted to do like destruction in games like Crackdown, you had to do like you had to swap out meshes and like create a bunch of like smaller meshes and like cracked meshes, and you have to like deform geometry and all this crazy shit. If it's all particles, if everything you see is just particles, then hey, yo, editing Luther. I wanted to talk about this part where I said like everything is particles. I didn't talk about voxels at all. It's just now coming to me like in the new Donkey Kong game, Nintendo basically used voxels for destruction of the environment. I don't know why I didn't think about voxels, but voxels was going to be the next pinnacle of destructible environments. When I think about Red Faction Guerrilla, I don't think they were using voxels because the technology was too primitive. Nobody had really a good handle on it. But I think we have a very solid handle now. When indie games like 7 Days to Die can do it, and AAA games are starting to do it with Donkey Kong's newest Bonanza or what the fuck it was called. I'm hesitant to believe that point clouds are going to be the destructive force that I'm kind of quoting here. I was just amazed at the time. The voxels exist for this very reason, but it kind of brings up an interesting question. Where do we draw? Where's the difference between these two worlds, and can they be combined? I don't know. What if, instead of point clouds, instead of Gaussian splatting, we use the exact same algorithms, the exact same data, but we applied it to voxels instead? What would that create? What would that do? I don't know. It's a lot of things I'm still looking up. I just heard about this today. I'm literally 1 year late. I'm literally an entire year late to all of this, and so I'm still like baffled and kind of shaken that this is going on at all. I think this is huge. I think this is fucking massive. I think this is gargantuan, and I haven't been this excited for tech since before AI started burning down forests and technical feudalists started trying to rule the world with it. And I don't know. I don't know. Oh my god, is this a car? Is a car here? They think something's here because I can't walk forward. Oh yeah, I can. It's just if this animates. I don't think it would be freaking out if it didn't animate. If they couldn't like open their mouths or whatever the fuck. Nah, man. This is so fucking crazy. Dude, you can see how fucking rough it is with the inert avatar. But the fact that this is like technology, they were like, dude. Okay, there's a couple things that are like going. I'm sorry. There's like four things that are going through my mind right now. One, bro, you thought the fucking 3D job apocalypse was bad before. Oh god, we just fell. All right, we're going to hell. It's all particles. It's so beautiful. It reminds me of that game Our Planet or whatever the fuck. Was that a game or was it a Netflix show? I can't remember. Oh my gosh. First of all, yeah, jobs are impacted, bro. Like, yeah, we're in danger. It's so ugly, but like early PS1, early PS2 look like this in a way. I can see the artifacting, the clipping of different parts of the model. They split the particles up into groups, and they just that's how you rig it. You just group the particles. Oh my god. That's the first thing I'm thinking. I'm thinking like jobs are going to be impacted by this. Two, I think I'm looking at an alternative to metahumans. I think I'm looking at like the end of the Unreal monopoly here if they don't like jump on this technology faster. Because I've heard of basically nobody in my circles using this stuff. It looks like they're using a custom engine. Niantic. Wait, aren't these guys behind Pokemon Go? Oh, is that what they're using all that fucking data they stole from Pokemon Go users for? They're using it for this? And the third thing I'm thinking of is that, like, what was it? I can't remember exactly where the fuck it was, but in this video, I was talking about digital twins and, like, the inevitability of future technologies being robotics. This ties into the digital twin thing, because if you don't have to model out, and create and rig all the shit that the digital twin is, like, working on, then, oh my god, I feel like overloaded right now. This is fucking crazy. This is crazy huge. not just for video games, but for everything, right? I think that like with the rise of AI, some of my like original tendencies. This challenge, by the way, was that you couldn't move. You're not allowed to move in this challenge. That's why I was. That's why it looks like that. Um, Originally, since I was young, I've always been like a tech enthusiast, right? But with AI, I've always had to like question how much of my enthusiasm is like harmful. And I have to like check what is happening and who it's going to impact and why it's going to impact. This isn't necessarily AI. AI is parts of it. Sure, absolutely, AI is parts of it. But the gaussian splatting in general is not an AI thing. AI will enhance it, and this is like a good use for AI. Digital twins is like the fastest way to train robotics, because you don't have to have them in the real world. You create a simulated world for them to run around in and gain data from. And of course, this simulated world also kind of leads into a fourth thing that I thought of just now, but like the bug pod cycle. Like this is where a second reality would happen. If you're strapped into a fucking bug pod, you put on your virtual reality goggles. This is where you're going. You're going into the digital twin world. I'm not saying that's going to be like a major factor for the future of entertainment in the future. I'm not saying that like people are going to go into this bug pod to escape their problems because human relationships are messy and people are messy and they don't want to face it because we've basically trained down our endurance over the generations to become weak-willed, sap little worms. But I do think all of it factors, all of it plays its part, and like this is very nascent technology and is Niantic publicly traded. I can't tell if like they're just like super undervalued. I feel like I'm watching something here. I feel like I'm seeing something here that's absolutely crazy. And I'm not giving any advice. Okay, I'm not giving any advice. What I am saying is that like this is nuts. This is nuts. This is just so. My vocabulary is not large enough to describe just how fucking crazy this is. I feel like I've seen like one game recently where they did this as a technique. And it was like a game about this kid playing soccer in like Brazil or something, like talking about the World Cup and his personal drama they had going on. The potential for this is huge. And I'm not talking about like AAA gaming. I'm talking about like probably a different type of game. I can't tell if it's a new genre. I can't tell if it's a new medium because I literally heard about this like 10 minutes ago, and so I'm still kind of like absorbing it and still kind of going through it. But this is terrifyingly sick. This is terrifyingly sick, terrifyingly cool. I can't wipe the smile off my face, and I don't. It's for everything. They're just grouping the particles together. Oh my god. I need to learn shaders, bro. All right. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I've been a bit of a pussy here. I've been ignoring shaders. I've been scared to use shaders. I'm scared of GLSL. I'm terrified of it. But I have to learn shaders. I have to learn fragment shaders. 3GS, what they're using here. So it's JavaScript too? Fuck. Oh my god. I have to learn shaders. I have to learn GLSL. I have to. I have no fucking choice. I have to do. I have to log the fuck in. Oh man, I don't even know what's coming of this. I feel like this is so huge, and I don't know how to describe just how fucking big it is. Like this feels like a transformative thing, not a generational leap. This feels like a sideways. This feels like a different medium. Like this is no longer like 3D. There's something else going on. And I think right now it's going to be locked into like robotics and like digital twin training. But I feel like the future for this for like entertainment in general, or like a cyberpunk dystopia, and like really putting you in that fucking bug pod. Like I'm really looking out for companies that do it because I'm a what do they call people like me? Fucking a depressive trader, a cataclysmic trader. I don't remember. I'm one of these people. I believe people can't get over their habits. This is crazy. This is nuts. Okay, I don't know what else to say. I have to learn shaders. I have to lock in. Oh my god. I was wondering how they were doing like. Well, I guess I wasn't. I'm so baffled by the concept altogether. I didn't even think about like how are they doing like buffer testing? Like how are they checking like for depth? How they know what parts are like in the back and which parts in the front? I don't know. I don't know. How they draw on the tech. Well, the textures are particles. The texture is just different colored dots. Each dot is its own color, and that's texture. That's the appeal of this. Oh my god. It's so inefficient, but it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. I think this is the future. I think we're going somewhere with this. And I don't know how to feel about that. I'm I'm sorry. I keep repeating myself, keep going around in circles. I feel genuinely baffled. I'm just gonna end the video. I'm just gonna end the video here and figure it out.